if you see that like you don't offer it to Booking.com and Hostelworld is not able to sell it, then you think about and rethink your strategy, because it doesn't make sense.
So why hasn't Hostelworld been able to, like, Hostelworld's the big like hostel guy, why haven't they been able to sell your rooms?
Well, Hostelworld, like, overall in Europe is like it's not like as big as probably in the other countries, but like I can just say that like Booking.com is well established, especially in some markets. So if you have Italy, like we have like one property in Venice with like a lot of beds, like almost like 2,000 beds, and there like the biggest stream is Booking.com. Like the Hostelworld is very weak, like in comparison. So majority of like OTAs booking are coming from Booking.com. Like the most important is what you negotiate, and if you have the power to negotiate, if you are like the leading chain, you can negotiate some like special conditions. But still, with Hostelworld, we have like way better incentives than with Booking.com.
Do you pay like the Elevate fee and stuff like that?
Well, we pay the incentive like per booking, like that we have like for Booking.com. So
what do you pay them? Like what percent?
Well, it varies like from like it really depends. Like it goes like from 12 to I think like we have even one with 19. So
at Hostelworld?
Hostelworld, like they have like different agreements, but it can go like up to like maximum 15, not more. We have like special condition with them, but like I cannot really like.
Right, but so you have different properties pay different amounts for you.
Yeah, we have like, because like not for Hostelworld. Hostelworld is like more the like package that you, because they work with the agreement. But for Booking.com, it depends when you establish who negotiated like back in the time when it was done, and then if it was like changed. So it also depends on the key account manager, like how close you are with the key account, and then if you can negotiate like better conditions.
Interesting. But so Hostelworld has this Elevate thing where you can pay more to be listed higher up in searches. Do you pay that?
Yeah, well, if we have issue with the property, we pay for this in both like Booking.com as well as Hostelworld, because you use it like mainly if you have issue, because if you don't sell via your own channel, then like it's mainly like really if you estimate, hey, there will be a problem in February, like which we had in some properties. Like, let's say like Hamburg, we said, hey, let's focus on Hamburg and try to list it higher. The same with Venice, like, hey, put the Venice, because Venice during winter is totally weak. And like, the listing is very important, because you are competing with like 200 other competitors. So like, it's like, this is like the most difficult part.
What like which geographies is Hostelworld relatively stronger in? You said it's weak in Italy, but where is it like better?
Well, overall, like in the big cities they are like stronger than, and also like as I mentioned, like in Italy, like it's not like the strongest one at this point of the time, because like our rank is like Booking.com, Expedia, and then Hostelworld.
Oh wow, Expedia is bigger too.
Yeah, because like
wait, in Italy or overall?
Overall, really, like Booking.com is like it has like four times higher like revenues than like what we get from Hostelworld. However, like then you need to pay the incentive, so it's like higher incentive for Booking.com. But what is the biggest difference between Booking.com and Hostelworld is like the ability to sell the non-refundable rates, because like that's the biggest issue. Like I know that Hostelworld is working on it, but like
they have like free cancellation now, right?
Well, there is like they have. First of all, like they don't have the same conditions as you have, like on your own channel. So Hostelworld has special condition with this prepayment, which is usually not well accepted.
Right, yep.
And as I mentioned, like the idea of the founder was to have no limitation, like within like anything. So he started with flex rates, and then he like adopted like after I think 12 or 13 years to be more competitive, like more the fixed rates. But if the fixed rates are like real fixed rates and real flex rates, so if you have like the real flex rate that like in our case you can cancel up to like 6 o'clock on the day of arrival. So this means flex. But like this is not possible via Hostelworld at this point.
I thought Hostelworld just changed to allow like free cancellations.
Yeah, there is like something that they have currently, but as I mentioned, the biggest issue is that they don't offer. If you go to Hostelworld, you will see only one rate. However, like most of the hostel chains, like Meininger, Generator, and all of those, they have like 2 rates. They have one which is like usually fully flexible, or like you can cancel 1 day prior or 7 days prior, and then there is like another one which is non-refundable. And this non-refundable, if you want, this is like what the airlines have as well. So you can, if you want the cheapest one, then you pay directly. So this is usually the non-refundable. That is like this is the European market at this point. Like how it is.
Why haven't they done that? Isn't that like pretty? Like, have you told them to change it?
Well, honestly, like it's not easy even for Expedia with some extent. Like especially with us, like because it also depends like how they what do they require. But Booking.com has it, and that means that you.
Is this on the back end? Like it's hard to like technologically for them to do it.
They have to develop like this, like in their back end. This is the main thing, to be connected like with the other. But as far as I understood from the latest like negotiations, like there were already like some improvements done, but I haven't seen it yet like implemented, so I hardly doubt that there is still like the real solution. But it's supposed to be like very shortly. I've heard in January it should be in few weeks, but we have few weeks and it's still not there. So if they have this, then it would be like a different story, because then they can be more competitive in terms of the price as well. Because currently, like what goes to them is the flex rate, it's not the fixed rate. This is what you feed via channel manager. So channel manager is sending like the rates, and the rates are like usually flex. So that means that they really decrease their competitiveness like compared to other OTAs. So even if you play, and you can play somehow like with some OTAs, sure, this is like what is done with all like groups. That's what I know. That's like you have like some rules for the OTAs, what you like send, some prices and so on. But like the thing is that Booking.com is really strong. Like the brand is really strong. It's easy to book. But like with Hostelworld, I have like sometimes my doubts, like if it's really easy, because of this condition that they put. Like I understand why they do it, because I face the same. I face the issue if someone cancels like and there is no show of the flex booking, then the like bed is not occupied. However, like then you need to count with that like before, but not that you will just like hold someone like money. And because I tried it as well. I tried like in many cases like to have fix only. You can do it like during Oktoberfest, which is like the biggest biggest like venue. There you can do like fix only, because everybody wants to go there and they pay directly because they know that they will go there. But with the other ones, like if you are not sure, like you still want to have the flexibility, and that's the advantage of it has advantage for the customer, but like disadvantage for the hostel chain in the end.
Right. Okay. So like if Hostelworld just like allows the different rates on there, does that make them just increasingly more competitive immediately?
I guess so. I guess so,
Okay.
because like